Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm all right.
I saw your name on one of the questions.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm all right. Nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you. Have we met before?
Yes.
Where?
Well, online like this last year. Yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look forward to this session today, so I want to learn some things from you.
Ah, I'm gonna learn some things from you as well.
Thank you. Okay.
Um, right. So I'm just gonna mute out and I'm just gonna go through the early like housekeeping, they call it. So because in business, we are all responsible for all our actions. Before I pull out the questions, let me look for the uh, trainings disclaimer. All right, this is the first thing to get it out of the way. Um, right, if this is the first time you're watching this feed, our webinar, or you're watching the recording, it's important that you understand that everything that we share, that basically I share in this trainings are literally live. It's actually what is working. So in business, we are all responsible for our actions and decisions because somebody, I look at it this way. A lot of people register for online business, or a lot of people register, let's say, for example, getting to register for the gym to lose weight. And because one person went there and got six-pack abs, that doesn't mean that everybody that went to that gym is going to get six-pack abs. So it's important that we understand that our results will be a reflection of our input towards the business and everything that we are putting forward to it. So I am going to put a little disclaimer to clarify that. It's important that we all know where we stand. Take the time to read it. So if this is the first time you're joining us, I normally start with people on the call before, because sometimes I give you the privilege to show up because you kind of took the time to come. I want to make it a better impact for you that's on the call than most people that sent in their questions. We can always watch the recording. So sometimes you get to see people online and you don't just get to meet them in person. Like Raji said earlier that she's met me before online. So it's usually rare to find Victoria. It's time to go and all right. Yeah, it's literally important for us to know where we stand at the moment. So meet people online that are actually doing the work, not people who are talking about it. So I'll give you guys the heads up. If you want to jump out and ask any questions, feel free. I'll just give you a couple of minutes. If not, I'll dive into the emails and start going through the ones from there. So I think I got about 11 questions. That's a lot. If I don't get to cover everything, I'll move over everything to next week. Apart from that, let's go. This one is from um, let me dive in. Anybody want to jump out? Okay, I'll carry on then. Asim, again, take me as your brother. Don't look at me as if I am one weird guy or one strange guy that's gonna bite eat you or bite you. I don't bite. I'm a normal human being. I absolutely just enjoy what I do when it comes to online business because I'm in it. So when I see somebody that is coming up behind, it always gives me joy to help that person follow through because I know what it feels like when you're starting out. You have all these overwhelmed thoughts. What products can I sell? Where do I start from? You got your own personal life issues. Maybe you're in a marriage, the marriage is not working and your children are not doing well. And there's so many things that could be going wrong in our lives when we are looking to make this transition to start a business. because that's what most likely pushes us to make that decision to follow through. So wherever you are, feel free. Don't look. I have been there. I am done that. I've seen what it feels like, how to make that transition, how long it normally takes an average person to do it. So I encourage you to reach out and ask your questions. Come out, feel free. This is your, I think, your me. You are next. I have a few questions. Is it okay? I start an online business without having any company registered. Kindly advise here, even if you, I think they have responded to this. The simple, long and short answer is to it is yes. You can start it. No, I don't think anybody actually registers a company immediately they start, unless you are trying to do Amazon FBA, which Amazon normally gives preference to people who have registered companies. If not, it doesn't mean that you can't start. And there are lots of opportunities online. You just have to be aware of that. So don't limit yourself to the possibility. I'm going to talk a little bit about the advantages of having a company and doing it as like a self-employed. So I started as a self-employed, didn't register any company out because I just have an accountant. You register, they help you do the tax, how much money you've made, how much money you spent throughout the year. They help you offset all that in your tax when you're doing the tax return. So basically, I pay my accountant about 300 something, £400, something like that for the whole year. So it's not usually a lot of money. So, but it's something that you can start immediately, and you don't get to do your tax. Even if you start now, you don't get to do your tax until next year. So you still have a lot of time to do that. So majority of people start as self-employed and they transition, but then when you move, when you're trying to make the transition, you want to register a company officially, which I have. It carries a lot of much more paperwork, but I still use accountants to do all this. Again, if you're trying to build a business like me, don't try to do all these things. Try to know everything the accountant is going to do. Try and know everything that the other person is going to do. That's not your job. You should be focusing on how to make sales. Let the accountant do their work. I don't even know how. All I know is how much is coming in and how much is leaving. If it's balanced, or I'm good. Then as long as I have enough to pay off all the expenses that run through the month, that's okay by me, if you understand what I mean. So I don't go into the digging of trying to figure out what they are. That's what I would probably do before, because you're trying to save money, but you realize it consumes a lot of your time, and you don't want to be doing that. You have to start thinking like an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is somebody that has a team of people around them that he kind of masterminds. Imagine yourself sitting on the table and you have an accountant here, you have a lawyer here, you have a marketing team here, you have sales, you have customer service on it. Your responsibility as an entrepreneur is to get all these people to work in harmony for the benefit of the company. So in other words, everybody on the table benefits as well, including the owner of the company. That's the way you want to start looking at life and start. They call it leverage. If you hear the word leverage, tools, systems, and technology, that's what it literally means. You can't build this whole thing by yourself. It's not. You can start slow and grow your way into it. That's where most people do. That's the way I see most people do it. But you have to start seeing yourself as a team leader, that kind of a stuff. So they may not be like present. Like I don't have people sitting down at the table with me talking. I have somebody that edits video for me way in Bangladesh. I've never even met them. I have a business partner in Sweden. I've not met him. I have, if you get what I mean, it's your ability to schedule time, timetable, organize yourself to be able to get this whole structure, this whole components to work in your favor, to help you create the life you want. And absolutely, that's the best thing that anybody can do. Um, in my opinion, the accountant will tell you ways to help you put more money into the company so that you actually scale the company as fast as possible. Because there's a lot more advantages if you have a company registered. You could offset, like for example, I could take a flight now back home to anywhere in the world, maybe go for an event. and lodge in a hotel, all the expenses that goes through that trip, I will offset that at the end of the year in tax. I don't have to pay tax on that, count that as an expense in the business. But that's where the lifestyle thing comes in. Even though you're living the lifestyle, it's not coming off the company, it's actually an expense in the business. So if you get to do things in a much more different way, unlike if you are employed, like when I was working in care work, before you get your salary, it's 20% off. You don't even see it, it's just off your salary. So they just give you what is left. Whereas here, they give you everything, then you make the decision what is expenses and what is loss or what is profit. So you're a little bit much in control of your finances. So the more you can put back money into your business, the more you can grow it faster. So I wouldn't have gotten all this knowledge I'm giving you without investing in myself and without surrounding myself with people who are already in business. So it's important that you understand that. I hope that helps you. That's a little bit of a long-winded long-winded explanation. Does that help you in any way?
Yes, it does. Yeah, but I will still need to like, I don't know if you can spare me some time outside of this conversation to like how to start how to start and where to get the accountant, and because I'm new to doing business online and doing business generally, so I don't mind if you can like help, because last year when I saw your video, when I saw your advert, I was
Yeah.
like, wow, I'm going to start this, but I was set back with some pessimism and all that, so that really put me back. But I saw that if I continue to hold back, I would just keep on thinking, oh, I should have started, I should have started. That was why I said I'm going to be on the call today to start as possible, as soon as possible as I can. And my second question is also in the on the email. I don't know if you should be able to see it. I'm also looking at it, but if you want me to read it, I can read it if
Yeah,
you
okay,
don't mind.
go ahead, read it. Since you're online, just read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the second question says, okay, I'm currently on benefit and I'm using the money to study. But the thing is, I want to know if I will be able to try. I want to know if I'll be able. How soon will I be able to stand on my own and be able to leave the dependency level? So I want to know how you can advise me on how I can start my own business and the transitioning process. Like you said, I used to work as a carer myself before,
Yeah.
but for some reasons, I'm currently studying and I'm using the money I get to study. So before I finish my course, I want to start a business, which is why I'm on the call today. And I want to know um, how soon is it that I will get a stable income? Do I have to wait like 1 year before I start reaping the result of what I start, for example, today? Or how long does it take to be able to be financially stable?
Right. That's a whole lot of questions to digest in one webinar like this. But I'm gonna give you my own kind of my story so that you might see yourself in me, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So you might begin to understand what it really takes for people to achieve build a business online, achieve financial freedom, or even get on that road. Now, there are a few things that you want to understand. First of all, we don't start a business because you read it on a newspaper or you see people are doing it, you just want to do it. We usually wait till life hits us hard before we take action. That's majority of people, and that starts us off with a negative energy. But it doesn't mean it's not a bad thing, but it can get you going. Then the other thing is the other people that start is people that start with inspiration. Like you see somebody that is successful, see somebody that is rich, you say to yourself, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to do my best to be like this person. That's more like an inspiration. That's more of a positive mentality. Now you have to When my sister was about to start her business, I told she wasn't online. This is offline. I She was having a whole lot of problem in her relationships, in her marriage, and because things were adding up in her life. Same thing like as me, things weren't adding up. So I knew that if I stayed where I was, I wasn't gonna make it in life. Basically, you can do the maths. I tell people it's obvious. It's all about maths. If you're earning $30,000 a year, if you don't take anything out of your salary, for you to get, you need, is it 100 years to get to 3 million? That's if you don't spend anything. So that's, are you gonna wait 100 years before you become a millionaire? So these are the things that I've started understanding that, boy, this road you're on is a dead end road. It's not leading you anywhere. You're literally gonna go through life crying, whining, complaining because you've already started complaining already. That's what I was saying to myself.
Mm.
So that realized when I came to that realization, I understood that the only thing I knew was people made money online. I don't know what they were doing. I've signed up to a few courses. I get into it 1 or 2, 3 months. I back out. I don't understand what they are doing. Probably you must have spent some money online trying to figure these things out
Yeah.
and you don't understand it.
Mhm.
After we've been there, after, like I said, I've done that, all that stuff. So one day, this is where you need to understand where desire comes in. You have to sit down and ask yourself, what exactly are you trying to, what problem are you trying to solve in your life? For me, there was one morning I woke up. I had a little boy. I don't know, he's big now. Maybe you don't have kids. I had a little boy. I was about to leave for work by like 5:30 in the morning because that's the time we leave the house so that we can get to the office and all that stuff to do debrief and all that stuff. He woke up just on casually, you know. He said, "Daddy, Dada." He opened his arms. He's like about 2 or 3 then. If you know what it means, like time in the UK and all that
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
you don't get out into the bus, or if you don't leave the house at that particular, you might miss the bus or you might catch traffic
Exactly.
and all that stuff. So you got to leave. I did what any dad anybody could possibly do at that moment. Put him back into bed, closed the door. As I was walking down the stairs, something was talking inside my head. I don't want to be sound weird, but it was like, Pascal, how long can you keep living your life like?
Like this. Yeah.
How long can you do? When will you stop? Nobody told me to to change. This is
Exactly.
just going on in my mind, and it's not. This is just one thing. I
Mm.
had a girl and woman in the house. We don't sit down and have conversation like this
Patience. Yeah.
conversation. Not because we don't like each other, or we hate each other. It's just because it's too much
Take no
stress.
time. Take no
Too
time.
much
Yeah.
stress from everywhere. Work. This was just causing enormous problem. I can tell you, a lot of people are going through their life that way. They think it's normal, but to me, I didn't accept it. That's
Yeah.
something that you have to understand. Am I willing to accept that this is the way life is, or is
I'm sorry to cut you. That was what made me attracted to your video because the time you did your video, I think, yeah, during the heat of the pandemic, you were like, are you going to continue like this? Being a family person, not having time for your family, not having time for, not even having enough income with the with the hours you're putting in for the so-called job you're doing and things like that.
yeah,
And you're a person of faith as well because I listened to you before I subscribed to your mailing list, and I saw that this person really resonates with me. But I was so scared because I thought, oh, if I should leave what I'm doing now, what I'm earning now, I might not be able to sustain the business. But then I've thought about it over I've to be honest, I've invested in some crypto businesses, and some of them are not so they are not fulfilling the task as I
yeah.
thought they would. So I want something that is legit and something that is sustainable. Exactly, that's the word, sustainable over a period of time, and it's mine. because even I'm a person, I'm a believer as well. Even God says we should bring something that He will bless. So I want something that I can be able to sustain myself. And I listen. This leads me to my next question with you. The Stuart, your business partner. I don't, maybe your business partner or your someone in the business cycle with yourself. He made a promotion of like $97 to join the to buy the package. So I don't know if that package is still available, because I want to start as possibly this month,
Yeah.
latest next month. I want to start, and I want you to like guide me, like take me like your little sister and guide me in the business way, what I need to do. I need you to like guide me and help me out on this, because I don't want to be stuck before I seek, for help. I don't want to get to the stage whereby um
Yeah.
it will have been too late, that it will have been maybe too late to start. I will be so needy and needy. I don't want to get to that stage. So I really want to join the business, and I don't really know which one to go for. I'm thinking of drop shipping. I'm thinking of Amazon, the t-shirts, mugs. I've seen a lot of adverts.
That's true.
So
I'm gonna come into that. Uh,
yeah,
I help you clarify a few things.
yeah,
Like I was saying, you're literally like, how would I say? You're literally like in the same position I was when I started. Just
yeah. I
that's
really
what I
need to
see.
help.
I think you're literally there. So what I want you to understand is there are so many opportunities online to make
Okay,
money. So it's not the opportunity that is going to make you good or make you be happy.
okay.
This is the person.
Hmm.
It all comes down to individual person.
Okay.
So this is what I have come to understand, that some people might get into the same training that I am in, the same program, the same courses. Bob Proctor said this thing one time. He said, you see two people, the same training, the same father, the same mother, the same school, the same everything. One is succeeding in life and the
Hmm.
other one is not doing so well.
Hmm.
What is the difference? He broke it down in a nutshell, saying that one is trying to give and the other person is trying to take. Let me
Hmm.
explain that again. For you to be successful in business, you have to be willing to give
Okay. Hmm.
before you can ask. So most people get stuck. Show me, where is the product? It, show me how to make money online. Let me explain to you how I started understanding how what I had to give in order for me to start seeing returns coming back. Remember, I told you I had a very bad relationship when I started. I don't know, even it's like a testimony every time I talk about it.
Hmm.
I wasn't speaking to my wife. We lived in the same house. I wasn't talking to her. I don't eat her food. If you know what I mean. It's I don't
Hmm.
like remembering all this stuff, but it's gone now. So when I was listening to an audiobook, because they introduced me to an audio to listen to. This is another secret. It's not really a secret. I'm gonna share it. You
Hmm.
hear it, what to do, but you don't do it.
Okay.
So I listened to an audiobook. The audiobook is The Strangest Secret by Elle Nightingale. It's on
Oh,
Audible. I always carry it in my bag. It's called The Strangest Secret by Elle Nightingale. You can Google it. It's on YouTube. It's free everywhere.
okay.
It's free.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
here is what I did to start giving. As I was listening to this audiobook, it said there's a 30-day test. Because if you read the book at the end, it said there's a 30-day test. Do this test, and you will find a magnificent life you've been looking for. Now,
Hmm.
I never read books. Let me be honest. I am too busy to even pick a book to read. But for some reason, I don't know how, I started listening to it on SoundCloud, which is free. So the first time it played, I'm like, he said the only difference between you and where you want to be is because you don't have a goal. Make up your mind that this is what you're going to do for the rest of your life. and decide, because out of every 100 people, it's only 5 people that are doing it.
Hmm.
I said, this is crazy. He said, it doesn't matter what you're trying to sell or the product or whatever. Just make up your mind, write it on a gold card that I am going to have a successful business online, making $1,000 a month. I don't know what I'm going to, but I'm so happy. This is how I wrote it. I am so happy and grateful now that I'm making $1,000 a month
Hmm.
and I'm helping others people do the same. Just put that card somewhere you can see it. Now, it looks so simple, it looks so weird. Most, like I said, if you tell 100 people to do it, only 5 will do it. So I decided to do it. They said there's nothing to lose. If you find out that he's lying, there's nothing to lose. So I started doing it. So what I did was, when I started listening to that audio, he said listen to it often. So I set the goal, said attack everything with a positive mindset. So basically, refuse to say I don't have money. Instead, say I am overcoming a cash flow problem.
Okay.
Refuse to say,
Mm.
it's like in the Bible, you're a person of faith. It's in the
Yeah.
Bible. He said in the John 1:1, in the beginning was the word,
Yeah.
and the word was with God, and the word was God. The truth,
Yeah.
when I came to really understand this, before you do anything, you first say it, whether you're conscious or unconscious. We do first alter the word and say, I am broke, I am rich, before
Mm.
it starts
Mm.
manifesting in
Mm.
reality.
How it manifests, yeah.
So I started controlling my tongue.
Mm.
you know,
Mm.
seriously, I started controlling my tongue. So
Mm.
when I look at my wife now, before, remember, your thought controls your actions produces the result. It's the result that we want to change. I said, think everything positive. So what I noticed was, every time I saw my wife, there's always this thing. I see a negative side of her. Maybe what I mean by that is, maybe if I see maybe the dishes are not washed, if I come into this, that's what I will see. But maybe the kids will have had their shower and
Mm.
I
Perspective.
wouldn't see that one. I was
Mm.
speaking what I was seeing, and all my attention was going to the negative side of her behaviors. And the funny thing is that everybody has the positive and the good negative side. So wherever you focus will expand in your life. So I started saying to myself, you have to start focusing on the good side of her and encourage her to improve herself. And I just decided to do it as a test for 30 days. And that's when our relationship started coming back. It's like magic.
Mm.
You do it. Refuse to see a bad side of a person. It's
Mm.
there. Don't get me wrong, it's there.
Mm.
But it's sometimes it's the bigger one. If it's the smaller one is the good side of the person, you may often struggle to look for it or find it. But if you look very deep, let's say if you seek, you will find. So if you actually look for, what is this person that is doing good that I can
Mm.
help the person amplify in their life?
Mm.
So I started seeing the positive side of what my wife was doing. So when it got to the marketing phase, now I don't have any product to sell online. I don't have anything to sell online. So I went to one of the students as well who was doing well. I said, I have this idea of this thing I want to do. That I found this training that is helping me in my marriage. I think I can help reduce divorce and relationship breakdown. I don't know how I'm going to make money through it, but I just want to share with some people who are open to learning how to improve their marriage. Maybe who are struggling with their marriage at work. Maybe the work they are doing is causing them problems in their marriage. That sort of a thing. They might need, if they go through this exercise, they might see a good side and turn their marriage around, and their children will not be raised by single parents. There was a whole lot of benefits that was coming out of it. Now, it came to the point to shoot a video to talk about it. I did. Now, a lot of people struggle with marketing. I was not marketing, I was telling them what I experienced. Because what happened was, I went through the training. I was not lying to anybody in the marketing. I was telling them what I experienced. It didn't come easy. It took some time before I changed. Now our children are benefiting from it. My sister, when that ad went out, there's this thing they talk about. Let me show you. You can learn the strategies and the techniques on how to place your ads in the right place and appears. Let me show you. Okay, when I shot the video, I watched the video. This is the strategy now. I said, where will I place this video so that it could actually help people? The same thought, it comes from you because you really want to give. I was not thinking of making money. I just wanted people to come and experience this training and get the best out of it because I wanted to give. My mind said to me, people who are going through marriage problems, if they go on Google, they type marriage counseling, they might be seeking for marriage counseling or how to divorce or papers to divorce. So what I did was I put that video. There's a way you set it on Google. Google show this video to people who are typing this type of keywords. I can tell you, as soon as I slept and woke up, it was as if it was bees. I don't know how to say it. Like people were like infested on like subscribing to that video like madness.
Mm.
I woke up and I stayed like this. I started asking myself, what are they subscribing to? I didn't know what I did, but it was part of the training. They trained us to how to shoot videos. So they say it's all about leaving an impact in the world. So when people started reaching out to me, you were seeing all these people, they were having all these marriage problems. They were asking God, I don't know how to. I'm
Mm.
not a marriage counselor. What are you doing? I want people who want to start a business online. And I said, no, it doesn't help them with their marriage. Help them share with them what you're already doing. And if they implement it, they will, in return, you will see the benefits. Now, here is the secret. Everybody, you are thinking of making money online. You went into the product and every other thing. I'm going to share something I saw later on. I didn't see it when I started. I saw it later on. If you watch the video module one, right? Um, if you've watched it, I don't know if you have. Stewart talked about Holy Grail. You see all these subscription products online. So the best products to sell was subscription products.
Okay.
So let me call it subscription. And there's one they call one-time fee, as in where you probably go online, they tell you to pay something for once, and later that's one-time fee basically. There's no other communication after. And there is one they call high tickets. Now, what happened for me was I was not focusing on where the money was coming from. I was geared in focusing on helping those people listen to these stranger secrets, help them improve in their marriage as they were going through the training so that they will actually benefit from it. I was actually giving them a lot back. Now, this is what I saw. Everybody that was starting a business online has one thing in common. Now, I can show you something now that might blow you away. Um, if you're seeing my screen, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
You're seeing a whiteboard, is it?
I'm seeing a whiteboard, not your screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Your screen sharing.
Let me do screen share. Uh, so if I
Yeah, I
go,
can see your screen now.
yeah, if I go to Google now and I type, because what you need to understand is where is the money online? Where are people spending money on online? Because that's where you want to be. You don't want to be. It doesn't mean that you don't want to go into a niche where people are not spending money. It will be hard for you. I'm not sure why this is not loading. Come on. Yeah, it's coming up. So this is my actual Google account, but I'm just gonna share something with you so that you guys will learn. This is there are two sides of success, right? Again, there are two sides of success. Let me read this. One is the mindset, and the other side is, let me put it, one is spiritual and the other one is physical. Nothing, you can't create anything. This phone was first created spiritually before it came physically. Let me explain what I mean by that. It was first in somebody's mind. I want this phone to do this thing, do that thing, download apps, people to do their banking, everything on their phone. Before they went physically to got engineers, architects, and all that to sketch the phone and actually take it to the factory and manufacture it physically. It was first done in the mind first. The house you live in, this is, I'm talking to you about the creative process now. You just need to understand this. It's just very simple, easy to understand. The house you live in, when you moved into it, it was empty.
Mm.
So you stood by the door or outside somewhere and said, I want the chair here. I want the TV here. I want the dining here. I want this one here. I want the clock here. I want pictures here. You did it first in your mind
Yeah.
before you actually started pushing the chairs and all that stuff around.
Mm.
First, create it in your mind. So there are two steps in creation. One has to be done in the mind first. Then you take a pen and actually sketch it to
Mm.
actually see how it comes out. That's why it's important for you to write your goals down. Because if you don't, most people struggle with setting goals. I'm going way too deep into this, but I'm trying to help you understand how I found where people are spending money online.
Okay.
So what happened to me was there's something called Keyword Planner. You can sign up to this account in Google. It's free, but they might ask you for your credit card, but they don't charge anything. It's just for you to verify that you're a real human being. So Google gives us data of what people are searching online. You need to understand that it's free.
Okay.
It's free. You Let's say, for instance, how to start a business online. So I hit enter. It goes enter. Boom. Now you can tell when I saw the power of now Google is giving us other suggestions, business online, how to start a community online, business opportunities, business money. It's just giving you already ideas.
Mm.
I do how to start a Shopify store. You start it's the same thing. I just want you to understand the mindset first. If you look at here now, it's telling us 2,400 people every month. You may think this number is not a lot, it's quite a lot. Every month is searching how to start a business online. I'm trying to get you to find out where the money is online. If we do the same thing, how to start an e-commerce business, how to start an online store, how to, is giving us data. Now, what do all these people, I can type in there multiple keywords and all that stuff. You can do the research. It's like I said, it's free. You just have to understand the mindset behind. What do all these people have in common? Every single person that is coming to start a business online, what are they going to do? They will need one thing: websites. You need to understand this. Every single person. There's no way you're going to run a business online without a website. So, how do they pay for websites? It's monthly subscriptions. So, the audience is, I'm sharing with you, this is just, I'm not talking to you about United Kingdom here. I'm talking about worldwide, the power of what we're doing.
Yeah, but what do you have to say? Because I have listened to some other, let me say, business owners or business enthusiasts that say you don't need an online, you don't need a website, you don't
Because
need.
my name is Pascal. I'm telling you, if you're looking at replacing, I'm not here to sell you anything. I just need you to understand
Okay,
the point. I'm not
understand it.
convinced
Mm,
you to start it. I'm trying to show you the opportunity. It's left for you to say, I am going
mm,
to partake in this cake.
mm.
It's
Thank you.
your decision at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I did not see it, but when I saw the power behind it, when I after going through months of trial and error, I said, you know
Okay.
what? It's worth the effort.
Thank you for being honest here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's nothing to. So I'm telling you, I shot one video. People were typing divorce, how to start a business, because I just wanted to help them. I put that video in United Kingdom, magic, good. Put it in United States, good. Put it in Australia, it was performing like crazy. I was like, I told you, what are they subscribing to? That's what I was asking myself. These people haven't met me before. They haven't seen me. They haven't, I don't know who they are. But they, for some reason, they connected. And I realized there's a huge problem in the world. You have to stand for one thing. You don't need a whole lot of product. Or you just have a stand to say, this area of my life that God has helped show me light, I'm going to help people with it. So do your best. The money will always follow good intention. Let me say that again. The money will always follow good intention. You can like those two brothers, the same school. They say, if my intention is to make sales, I'll be telling you, hey, I can show you, maybe this is watch this video. Where is that video? Watch this video from Stuart. It will teach you how to. Oh, sorry, yeah, it's coming up. This one is something different. I can show you. Say, let's say, go into this is going to the training. Here's the training. Start module one. System of selling online. You can learn your foundations, affiliate marketing foundations. This is how to set up your website. Everything is right here for you. You can start making money as fast as possible. It's only 7 modules. You can take it as fast as possible. You can consume this in 30 days, and you can start making money if you really want to take it serious. I can go through down that route and start selling it, but I know people deal with a lot more when they start than just, you can sign up to this training now and you realize, like you said, you've been trying to do something, is always procrastination kicks in, right? So
Mm.
why haven't you done it for the past year? That is where that secret came in. You're thinking of yourself. That's why it comes out. You're thinking of yourself. And when they say it's okay to take care of yourself, but when you get into business, you take yourself away from the picture. If you help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want. It's Zig Ziglar.
Mm.
You need to understand this. That if you can, what problem? Just give me one problem. What problem are you facing in your life now? Just any one. It doesn't really matter. Just give me one that you really want to solve. That is deep down burning in your heart. Just one.
Um,
Marriage, kids, just name it.
so many, I can't even think of one. Let me try and think about it. Like, um, let me just think of one random thing, like help people look more healthy and beautiful. Yeah.
That's, you're thinking of what you're trying to do. I'm saying, what problem do you have? Don't you look beautiful?
Okay. Can I what I want to have? I
The,
can say
the,
I don't
found-
really catch up what you want me to say. I don't really
no,
understand.
the foundation of business is solving problems.
Problems, definitely.
You have to be willing to solve problems. So the problem I had in my marriage, in my life, was my marriage was about to break down. So my audience were people who their marriage were trying to break down. So I have to be a leader in that space. Does that make sense? So
Okay.
how can I solve this problem for these people? I have to first solve it for myself.
Okay.
So whatever I experience as I'm going through that journey, that's what all these thousands of people typing how to get divorced and all that stuff will experience. So it's now left for me to develop the most powerful skill in every skill in life, communication. How to get them when they are down, when they're up, how to help them to move forward, how to, it's now my responsibility to, I've got kids here, they can wind you up in the next 10 seconds. I'm always talking to myself, how do I talk to them like Africans? Again, this is a big problem with your African, I presume. We do shout and scream at kids. Well, probably my mom was, they screamed at me. So I think it's a normal thing to raise a child screaming and shouting at them.
Yeah.
but deep down inside you, you know it's not right.
Exactly. It's not.
That's what I'm trying to get
It's
to.
not.
So now since I went into this online business, I learned communication. So sometimes kids are just kids. You as an adult can may struggle to get your kids to do their homework, or they don't have interest in reading. And you know that they need to read in order for them to pass their exams. If not, they're gonna struggle in life. They need those basic skills. And most of us are already at work. We don't come back home to help the kids with homework. We don't even have the time for ourselves, talk of our children. So we all have these things going on. So what I'm sharing with you, these were the problems I was going through. Now I recorded a video of my son this morning doing his morning routine because I have a morning routine. I wouldn't share him and coach him how to get that morning routine if he doesn't see daddy wake up in the morning, do exercise, um, tidy up, prepare, plan. If he doesn't see me doing it, the children will copy what their parents do. So
Mm,
I had to start organizing myself. This is what business taught me. You have to be organized. So the many people that are struggling are not organized.
mm,
That's what it comes down to because people who exceed very well in life, they tend to be very more articulate. They know where they're not in a hurry. They don't rush. They know every time there's time for everything because they have what a goal they are working towards. So they don't get into this shiny object syndrome. They're into Shopify once they get stuff, they jump into affiliate marketing. They get stuff, they sell Amazon. They make up with their mind is one.
mm,
Stick with it till the end. So the opportunities there. Look, I always tell people don't complicate this idea of finding products and all that stuff. There's always a problem we have in our lives. If you can type anything on Google, people are looking for any. All you need to do is find the ways you can package yourself as a course or a curriculum and set it online. People will buy it. Digital products. I always recommend digital products because that is the one again that got me confused when I started. Most people
mm.
go and try and sell physical products. And the reason I don't recommend it is again, I'm being transparent. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of profit margin in it in terms of because of the
Competition.
competition in it. So if you're making $5 or £5 in one sale, probably
Mm,
need to sell 100 in order for you to make 500 500 bucks, is it? Or 5,000, something like that. So if you know what it will take you to make sell that 500, then you can use that same energy if you're into high ticket coaching or consulting and charge one client 1,000 and they will just pay you for it. If you charge five people, you get a 5 grand, the same amount of money, even less stress with the high ticket. So that is where the high ticket actually helps your income grow faster than selling 20 or 40 bucks products. So that's why when you get into online business, most people are thinking of the websites, the products to sell. What they are not saying is them themselves need to develop a mindset of a business person, and it comes with coaching. It's like trying to imagine you're trying to go from London to Manchester and you haven't been on the road before. There's no maps, there's no street signs, there's no compass. It's just you and a car. You just see yourself turning left, turning. You wouldn't know where to turn left or turn right to get to Manchester. But it's only a 2 hours journey. You might spend 1 week, 1 month. You might even run out of gas trying to find your way just because you don't have a compass. In life, most people spend thousands online, waste time, waste their life, not succeeding because why? They never got a coach. Because they don't see that value in investing in a coach. Whereas we watched football the other day, England lost, they have a coach. They're all professionals, but they still have a coach. Serena Williams tennis, they have a coach. And what is the essence of a coach? A coach is somebody that sees, because we can't see the picture if we are in the frame. We can't see our faults because it's us. It's left for a coach to guide you. So with that coaching and mentorship, that's where you can, if you share what Stuart talked about, you can find one, oh sorry, one customer that needs three things. One, they will need the one-time fee they pay, they will buy a website, and they will need coaching. So you get a subscription. Is you keep. Let's say you're typing this and I'm finding people. I have people that I don't even know. Some of them I recommended to some certain products, but I still receive commissions based on the fact that they have built their business and they are making sales online and they hosted the website on a platform that I recommend. So it's an opportunity that let's say if I'm making $20 off each referral of that website hosting, and I refer 500 people, that's how much?
It's 10,000.
Okay. And this is, you're not doing anything. You don't have any responsibility whether what they're doing on their website. It's not your responsibility. This is what I saw. I'm like, and remember what I shared with you when it came to um, what people are searching online.
Yeah.
If you tie this down to how to start a business online, you put there's so many things you can, how to start a Shopify store, how to do Amazon FBA, how to, every single person that is thinking of, look at they say 85% of the world is how do they put it again, are dissatisfied with the work they do. I was one of those army. I was not happy in that work. I decided to pivot. So some people will, I'm not telling you, many people will pivot, many people, New Zealand, this thing I'm telling you is something that when the money started coming, I'm like, why is everybody not doing this?
Mhm.
It's weird when you ask that question because the money comes to you, whether you're sleeping, whether you're not doing anything, you don't need, it's this, they call it passive income.
Okay. Yeah.
So my focus is now, I'm looking for people who are serious about building businesses online, whether they are selling Shopify, anything they are trying to sell. It's not really my concern. My goal is to help them get into the training and help them succeed, make profit. So as long as they are making profit on their own, they are paying for the website. It's a win here, win for me, and win for the company, and win for the business. So it's sad to see when many families are struggling just because of the mindset, the way they portray things. Some people might come and tell you that, like some of the things you hear, is it like a pyramid scheme? Is it a scam? They get confused because they just don't understand. They haven't been at the back end to really understand what happened. Somebody did not, like, because I saw all those things, somebody did not follow through with the test, with the 30-day test of thinking positive towards, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to do my best. And they put out online, it doesn't work, or it's a scam, or it's hard. You believe it and you respond in that way. Whereas somebody else, the same training, succeeded. So if you're thinking about creating generational wealth, I would say that if you're thinking of creating generational wealth, you have to understand these three things I shared with you. Not this one. Stuart talked about it in the training. I'm telling you, I did not say it in the training. One-time fee, subscription, and high ticket. You have to embody this thing into your business in any way, form, of size. It doesn't matter what you're selling. For example, let's say you're selling health and fitness products. You see some people, they do what? They tell you sign up to the gym, one-time payment, boom. They collect that money, they pay. Then for you to be a membership, be a member in that gym, you pay what? Monthly subscription. Somebody's collecting that money. Then for you, when you get into the gym, you have all the equipment, you have all the tools, all the running treadmill and all that stuff there. But there's still something else missing. Why are people not getting the results? They don't have a coach. They don't have a personal trainer. So when you embody this, you realize you start seeing, wow, how can I refer somebody to a gym? And I get this, I get commission here, commission here, commission here. Does that make sense? You can apply this to anything. It doesn't matter. It's just the mindset. Like I tell you, you could be a teacher. Let's say you have a course that you sell online. Okay, 500 bucks. Let's say or 300, 100 bucks. That's the one-time fee. Then you have training of people who are going through curriculum. Like
I was using Google Analytics and hated it.
Sorry
With the
about that.
Reebie, I
going
think
through like
anyone,
3 months,
even
three
across
months
the
of
state,
training
hey,
to 3 months of training to pass the exam. So they pay you maybe 100 bucks a month. That's the subscription base. And you will get some students where their parents will come to you and say, my son is a little bit behind. Can I pay you extra for you to give me? We do all this stuff. So you know what I'm talking about. Pay you a little bit extra for you to give my child special attention, or maybe he will come to your place, or you will come over to the house, and it maybe 1 hour a week or a month. You will get parents like it doesn't mean that everybody will go through this, will pay this money, but you understand one customer, three types of income. So the work you do for one person pays you three times. Is a mindset if you understand it. It's the opportunity I saw online. There's so many things we can apply this to if you can see the picture. Now the question is no longer whether the strategies work, it works. It's now the individual overcoming fear. That is where the rubber meets the road. You will see a presentations like this, you will see trainings like this, you will see what are we dealing with? We are dealing with our past experiences. Like I said, things that you've learned and heard previously in about online business. It's 19 hours. It's holding you back. So you need to start reading books. There are books that teach how to overcome fear, surrounding yourself with people that can create positive impact in your life. There are so many things, but I can tell you the one thing that helped me was coaching. Because at the end of the day, you can read all the books in the world. You got to take action. They say action kills procrastination. I'll say that again. Action kills procrastination. If you can't take action, you can't change your life. There'll be fear, there'll be doubt, there'll be worry. But at the end of the day, those people that are succeeding have those same fears, have those same doubts, but they are not willing to trade it for a good life. They were action takers at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter. I borrowed money when I started. I sold my shoe. People sell things. Um, people do a lot of things. It's down to the individual. What's your, do you really have the desire to change what is currently happening in your life right now? Because if I go into this training, it's gonna take me a long, a long while to finish this. But I don't know if we still got time. It's only just 1 hour gone. Yeah, if it comes down to overcoming fear. Fear is something that it doesn't go away. I still it's just like um it gets bigger. It's not that it gets bigger, it's just the mindset thing. It's a mindset thing. Let's say you're struggling to pay the trainer uses $100 to get it. You're struggling to pay it. For me, it's the desire to overcome that was a question I used to train myself to overcome fear, when I'm entertaining a little bit of fear when it comes to money, because it's a lack and limitation mindset, as if there is not enough money to go around. It doesn't go away. I don't think it does, but some people say at some point it gets to that where you have a lot of money and you don't have to worry about it anymore. I think it's possible, but I can't wait to get to that level. But I still entertain a little bit of fear when it comes to money. And this is how I overcome it. I sit down and I look at the problem itself. Maybe I have a project I'm doing. Maybe, for instance, I am trying to invest in a property, something. And it's got, if I invest that money, it takes me down back to zero. And I have to like start saving and start making sales and start doing things. I ask myself, will this thing get me one step closer to financial freedom? Will this action I'm taking about to take, what I say invest in something, buy a house or buy a laptop or anything or pay for the training, will it get me one step closer to changing my life or reaching my goal? If the answer is yes, I will take the action. Understand this, it doesn't mean that I don't have fear. It's just something that you just do it again. Remember, it's a 30-day test. You do it again and again and again and again and again. You realize the fear is not real. It's just something that it's something in the mind. It's just an imaginary stuff you created out of your past experience. It's because I can tell you all the times I thought I would run out of money. You can use yourself as an example. All the times you thought you would run out of money, you wouldn't see a way out. There's always a way. The Lord will make a way where there is no ways. So you will always find a way to bounce back. So that is has always been my cushion. Like, you know what? I'll figure this out. If it gets worse, I will figure it out. It breeds confidence, and that is what you want. And that is what we lack when we can't take action. It's self-confidence. So the more you do it often, the more you keep doing. Like this webinar, I used to be scared of talking, sharing my experiences with people online, what people say about me, or my English is not good, or whatever things I was going through my mind. I don't even know what to share. And it comes from doing it again and again. Now I don't even like, before I would be preparing like all day long to like do the thing to make it come out perfect. I just realized, possibly, you just have to be yourself. There's nothing, just share what you know. Because this is again what I'm learning. We might be three or four on this call, and this actual webinar is not for anybody on this call. It's for somebody that will watch it a week from now, a month from now. So I understand that when my thoughts tells me to do something, it may be somebody that might come in, watch the video a week from now, a month from now, or even a year from now. And that will be what they hear on this call, will be that thing that would help them hold their marriage together. So when I understood that, I took my energy away from trying to get instant results or trying to tell people to pay me on this call. So I'm no longer interested in people paying or ask, because people normally ask me, where's the link to get started? Like I can tell you, somebody have sent a question on my YouTube channel, um, how to pay. I took my, I am no longer, I wouldn't say I'm not interested, but I don't let that define come into my mind. My first intention is always to help people understand what online business can do for them if they take the action. I can't. They say you can take a horse to the stream, but you can't force it to drink water. So I try to understand that even though I share this with people now, all these experiences I'm going through, it will impact somebody's life, and that person can even go and do greater things in the world. So it's my responsibility. I see myself as like a forerunner to a lot of people who will create massive changes in their life. And maybe somebody might go into fitness and change the whole fitness industry just by watching my video or hearing my voice. It might be somebody that, a mother that might resolve the problems in their marriage just by hearing my voice. I can tell you, there's a lady that called me. There's some things that I experience now that it's literally like I'm saying, God, Give me the wisdom. All these things, people are reaching out to me. Give me the wisdom to help these people solve their problem, because I understand that I am becoming something greater than me. So it's no longer, it's, I am more like, I'm trying to be more submissive to the journey, so that let the journey take me to wherever it wants me to go. So I'm not like the one dictator. I feel everybody has that, has a purpose in life. And once you find that purpose of bringing love and peace and happiness to people's lives, there's much, it's better than silver and gold and any other money you make out of it. I don't know if I'm blabbing too much, but I guess that made sense. So I'm gonna try and, I don't know if that helped you, but I'm gonna try and respond to one more question. This one is from, okay, this one is from um Jumia. Okay. I watched Stuart's webinar yesterday on mentoring package, and I was slightly confused. What package to sign for? SFM or mentors.com? Right. So um SFM is kind of the baby that gave birth to mentors. So it's the same. I wouldn't say it's the same, but mentors is a little bit more thought through. It's helps people build business from scratch mainly. There's a lot of comprehensive training inside it. So if I was me starting off now, I'll go for mentors straight away, because it's a brand new curriculum which was given birth to from 10 years of experience, overcoming a lot of problems people do face when it comes to starting a business online. So like tech side, they've got done for you websites, um, the, like mindset coaching. There's something called Best Life Blueprint, which is one of Stuart's which is one of the mindset trainings that Stuart puts you through in module 2, which is actually at the beginning of the training, because he understands that you can't create this online business you're trying to create without having a clear vision of what you're trying to build. So there's a 21 step training that you need to go through to actually, it helps people crystallize the vision that they want. He asks you multiple questions that, and when you now print it out and read it out, then you start saying, okay, this is what I want to create. So a lot of people start without a plan previously. So they solve that problem in mentors, whereby as you go through module 2, there's a training that you need to actually start creating the vision. Because where there's no vision, my people struggle. So um, I'm gonna put the link. I think somebody's asking me for the link to start. Let me just check. Let me see. So again, I'm gonna share. I don't know if I need to share my screen. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link on YouTube first. Okay, before I go to the question on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you'll see the question, the link there. Um, what are the top things to do to beginning a wholesale business? Wholesale business, that's physical products. Um, Vera, what are the top things to do to begin a wholesome business? The top things to do, I would say the first thing you need to do is invest in yourself. And that may be the last thing somebody wants to tell you. I can tell you, you need a coach. For me, that's the biggest impact, because you can buy all these courses online that you're seeing, and if you don't have any guidance, you just like throw it away after 1 month or 6 weeks. So the biggest investment is investing in yourself. That's one thing. Then two is follow a strategy that I always recommend. It's very effective. It may appear slow, but you're fast. It's doing one or two things every single day. I never go a day without doing moving one step. Let me say that again. Many people we start this thing with a lottery mentality. How long is it gonna take me before I start making money? Then you're waiting for that um day to come. And every day you're waiting for this big thing to happen in your life. And it just keeps going. By the time you know it, you've spent months and months and nothing has happened. It's about gratitude. There's a word called gratitude. I never really understood it. It's being grateful for where you are. That where you are in life currently is okay. Then strive for a better place. Now, accepting the place you are gives you the control to think and move forward. Because we tend to live in a fake world where people try to fake it before they make it, all that stuff. So, gratitude for me is being re- enjoying every bit of the day, of the journey. So, if I'm doing one or two, like this night, I'm be rebuilding my website because, again, if you're going to, you need to change a few things. I'm only building one page. Let me tell you, I I'm only gonna do one page. It might take me about 20 minutes to do something like that. I don't need to build a whole website. It's only 20 minutes. Tomorrow I build another page. So within 2 weeks, I will have completed building rebuilding my website. So I am always grateful for the fact that it's just like writing a book as well. You don't sit down and write the whole book. It doesn't work like that. You have to maybe write one chapter a week. After like 10 weeks, you have 10 chapters. It came from El Nightingale's book, The Strangest Again. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Success is the day you start, not the destination. It's the progressive, it's the movement. Every day you do something, you are a successful person. If you sign up today, you are a successful person. Tomorrow, you open your laptop, you will listen, sit down and listen to module one, and they tell you, do this, do this module one, and you do it, you close your laptop, you're happy. You are a successful person. The next day, you open your laptop again, 1 hour, you module two, you go through, you do the task, you close the laptop, you smile. You are making progress. It may look very slow. That is, you're looking at an example of what it looks like. This guy, where you're looking at me. That is my strategy. I am not in a hurry. Most people give up because they try to win this thing and it never really gets them. It is simple. Every day, do one thing, do the other. I guarantee you, if you follow this principle, you find that life you're looking for before the next 3 months. Because next 3 months you will be far, you will look back. You probably have a website, you probably advertising online, you probably doing a lot more that you could do, trying just to sit down one place and figure out this whole thing before you start. Because that's what, when we think of so much to do, we don't do anything at all. But that's where I talk about goals earlier on. Goals, my goal is how to make $100,000 a month. It's here. I don't know if you can see it. I see it every day. Now I am not thinking about $100,000 a month. That's not how goals work. The first goal is, what do I need to do today? So I've divided what I need to do. I need to launch an ad. I need a website. So first thing, I need to build a website first. All right. So that's my goal now, not that. So if I start putting these things in place, I know I need to generate leads, maybe 1,000 leads a day. How much is it going to cost me? Maybe 1,000. If I need to spend 1,000 a day, I'm not going to worry about spending that 1,000. Let me find a campaign first that is profitable at £1 a day and £1 per lead. From there, I move forward. So it's when you understand the numbers, you need a coach. This is not something that you talk to people. Raji, how can I be part of the business? and I would like to be mentored by you. I'm ready and willing to start as soon as possible. I have your number. I would like to call you after this webinar. Is that okay? I'm pretty much engaged after this webinar. So I'll put a link in the chat if you want to grab it. I'll share with you how to get started. Um, yeah, I'll share with you my screen and explain to you what to expect from me. So I do have a private Facebook group. So if you probably see me on YouTube and talking, what am I looking for? Right. So this is the page I sent you. Here, this is a video of me talking about the three things that you need. I probably have said it here: desire, skill, and faith. Um, I'm not gonna go through it. Watch the video. Stuart will then talk to you about mentors all-in package, what is included, which is basically everything that is on here under this page here. Online business from scratch, system of selling online, digital business lounge, courses, or this daily life coaching. All these things, you don't really need all of it, but you need some. You need to, not that you don't need, you need them at each various stages as you grow into the business. So it's important that you know they're available to you when you, and these are like, again, most people go and buy courses, how to do Facebook advertising, how to do YouTube advertising. You spend 500, $400 and all that stuff buying all these courses you don't even know how to use. Here is $99 a day and $97 a month. So it's something that you need to understand how. um, I teach people how to do this thing in like 40 minutes. This is the one I'm good at. These two, AdWords and YouTube. I don't really like Facebook, but some people do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, but it depends on where you find your odd, where you find where you feel that is good for you. I love videos because it converts a lot more. So that's it. Then if you follow the link there, it should take you to the checkout page. I presume to get started here, that should take you to the checkout page, and all the details will be explained. Then when you sign in, you will come into a platform like this. Yeah, probably you see. So again, it's all walked. It will walk you through step by step how to get. I don't want to overwhelm you with information, but it's something that if you get confused at any step, I have a private Facebook group where I help people who are committed, again, who are committed to do exactly what I do. I teach you. I should. That's the secret about life. It's weird where I've not seen any coach. It's some things that has gone wrong in our lives that really, if you can see this one, marketer so happy just launched my first ad, Facebook account banned. So some people launch the ad and they get banned. So he has posted this now. People might reach out to him and support. Brilliant. He said we we've been through all this whole stuff. And this one is Tarek. He's got TV promotions and all that stuff. And this one is Nora. I don't like you can see if you see my Facebook profile, it's only people who are doing business. I don't have people cooking egusi soup and all that stuff in front of me. This is Dan, Empower our launchable ads messaging. He probably has a webinar now. Yeah, as you can see, July 13th. That's the same time we do webinar at the same time. This one is an advert by Grant Cardone. So as you can see, my Facebook profile, I don't hang around. I don't watch things that are not taking me towards my goal because I understand how my mind works. So this is the private Facebook group I'm talking to you about. I will send you an email and you should be able to join. And every Saturday we meet. Every Saturday, it's about 450 people from different parts of the world. So every Saturday we do meet, and it's 8 p.m. UK time. All I ask of you is to ask a question. I am doing this, I don't understand it. Then I'll show you this is how I got from there to here. It's more like me showing you do this, do that. So if you follow me through every single, because that is part of my success. if you show up like I show up, you will win like winners win, if you know what I mean. Because I am committed to helping people, that alone helps, makes me show up. So take yourself as if you're the one leading these people. You can't come up on a day that you're supposed to do a webinar or you have a meeting to improve your life or help people, and you come up with excuse that you have a birthday or you have. I'm not saying you shouldn't celebrate your birthday, but you get what I mean. People put a lot of things in front of their dreams, and that's why it doesn't come to reality. My yesterday was my daughter's son Saturday. I had the birthday and I still showed up for the meeting. So it's important that you understand there is time for everything. Yeah. So I'll invite you to the group. It's only people again. I don't hang around people that don't. I encourage you to start, not like stay away from people, but start surrounding yourself with people that will influence you to create a better life for yourself and your children. Because this thing I've shared with you, if you look on the wall there, it's my goals, my family goals, all my kids. I set small goals for them because you can't improve and leave everybody around you behind. It's what this training taught me is brilliant. I can, what it does in a family is magic, magic. So people don't succeed by accident. They are conscious of what they are doing. So I encourage you to understand that it's not just about selling products. And this is about you and everybody that you're going to come in contact with, because you want to leave everybody with an impression of increase. So I encourage you to. I hope this did not go according to the way I normally do webinars, but it's okay. I don't want to keep anybody waiting. We've gone 6 minutes now to 90 minutes, so that's a little bit of a marathon for me. I hope you guys read head. We haven't heard from you. I hope you are doing well. If you have any questions, we got 6 minutes. Pay me if you want to jump out. I've sent the links. I'll send the recording if you're watching now. If you want the replay, I'll send out the recording with the links, and for you guys to join if you want to join. Apart from that, please, if there's anything I normally tell people, it's where I saw you this week, I don't want to see you here next week. Whether it's this training, whether it's another training, just go and take action somewhere. Face that fear, deal with it, and move on. Because you're seeing me here this week, and by next week you will see maybe 1 or 2 pages on my website. I've moved 1 inch further, and that is following and Nightingale's principle of success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. People who don't achieve success by luck or chance. Yeah. Somebody sends me a message now. All right. So much. All right, guys. Take care. If I haven't heard from you, I'll see. You want to say something?
Oh, thank you. Have a lovely evening.
Have a lovely evening.
I'll keep in contact with you. I've seen the link and
Stay strong, be positive.
yeah.
Never let anything. Imagine, I just don't want to say too much, but imagine what your life could be 2 years from now. Start, if you can see yourself earning $100,000 online, what would that Raji look like? How would they dress? How would they speak? Then whatever problem you're having in front of you, let that Raji answer that question. That's how you build to become that person. It's a mindset coaching. You gotta learn it.
Thank you so much for tonight.
You're welcome. All right, Marvis. Good night. You're muted. You're muted. I can't hear you.
No, I'm saying I really enjoy your talk. I'm actually at work hiding in a room taking it.
Are you in the hospital?
I am in the hospital at work and I went into a room and hid just to take the whole of your talk in because it's very enlightening, and I'll be honest, you have opened so many doors for me. Oh my gosh. The next time I come to London, I must meet you in person because listening to you, I'm telling you, listening to you, you motivated me to get back on track, and I'm very happy.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. No worries. We'll wrap this
Uh,
baby up now. Take it easy. All right.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Take care. Bye.